Okay, I think we're ready to go. I just need to ready up in the race room. In. We're in! Casual boots. As acting in the race room. May the progression be plentiful and the bonks few. Truer words never spoken. Alright, we are gonna get started in a little bit here. This is gonna be fun, I hope. Or it's gonna be terrible. No in-betweens. Is that a Terminator quote? Come with me if you want to live. Box. Okay. Really? That guy stopped my dash? Kind of rude. Alright, so we found the key. That's good, I guess. I am out of it. Already mistakes I probably shouldn't make. But here we are. I'll probably grab that. That's not bad. That's not bad. Blue mail. It's always fun when the mirror shows up. Then you can just zoom. And you can just zoom back to the beginning of the dungeon. Alright, so items the rest of the way. We've already found map and key. So that's what, 5? One in Dark Cross, 3 behind the wall, and 1 up in Sink. So 5 items. Hopefully everybody is doing well out there. Couple of days till Christmas for those who celebrate. Which is exciting for those who celebrate. So my New England Patriots, big win last night, come from behind win against Baltimore, in Baltimore, which clinched them a playoff spot. So we're back in the playoffs after, what, 5 years of not even coming out, 4 years maybe? I know Mac Jones made it his rookie year. It was, what, 21? So maybe 4 years? But either way, never upset about getting into the playoffs. We got a pretty good chance of winning the division for the first time in a while too. So first time since Brady left. Oh, baby shield, Fisher Price shield, and some bombs, which is good. I didn't have any bombs before, so that's good. If you like that. I 14, and we messed up a couple of spots. That could have been a 5-10, but that's fine. Hey, extra sword. Not upset about that. We got ether. Could be useful. Probably useful. I like using it in GT in a couple of spots. I'll take that money. You bet. Ten arrows up on the ledge. We're not worried about that. That can stay. So hopefully don't need to do Aga. But of course it is possible that it's our Dark World access. That second sword always kind of gives me a little bit of pause, like, now we're a lamp away. Yeah, we can't escape all the 10 arrow drops. We're just not going out of our way for them. I wouldn't mind those 20 rupees again from the poultry, but yeah, hearts. That's fine. We'll have enough to get Bottle Vendor, and we can buy more bombs if we need to. I feel like the first probably 10 to 15 minutes, at least 10 minutes, are the same for pretty much everybody. Nice glove. Go through, do escape. Go to CAC, clear that out, and then that's really the first spot you might see some divergence. So it's 10-ish minutes. You know, because depending on what the dungeon layout is, Crystal Pendant. Alright, so no need to buy bombs, which is good. Alright. Shaping up to be a relatively healthy seed, too. Always nice when the ocarina shows up in the village. Now we just need a bottle, we can clear the whole place out. But that gets us logical access to at least part of Death Mountain. And it just makes traveling way easier. So we found a glove, we found the flute. That's not awful. Not truly progression, but we definitely need at least the glove. Oh, oh, thank you. We will leave that there. We are not going to leave that there. Sorry, Doc. Now see that, I've got to do a map check. If Eastern is a crystal, it probably makes a ton of sense to go over there and do that. What's up, dude? What's that?
Really good game. So basically,
Mm-hmm.
here, this will put down. You gotta roll the dice.
Yep.
If you're rolling 4 of these dice, you get a 5 or a 6.
Mm-hmm.
You have to flip over one of these tokens, and if you hold them both over, you're out of the game.
Okay.
Then you basically just wanna like roll like.
You want to roll low numbers, essentially.
Well, no, because you want to count your points. These have like a number.
Alright, so you want a lot of 4s.
300. 300. Write it down and do it right now.
Mm-hmm.
Then it would be your turn. Roll this big dice and then I'll roll. You gotta count over your own points.
10.
10.
Okay.
5, 2. 4. All around.
You count. Do you think? Alright, Eastern Palace. You're not trying to cheat, are you?
No.
Okay.
Say I land on a 6.
Mm-hmm. Then you flip one, yep.
Over, and then I lose the turn.
Okay.
Well, so I actually get to roll one die, and it has to be this dice because it only has like 2 dice. So I got 10.
Alright, you roll the lowest one if you get the 6 or the 5. Got it.
But like we take turns,
Mm-hmm.
and then like whoever flips over the last one is out of the game.
Yep.
But if you flip this one first, like it would be random. Like you flip the skull first, you're automatically out.
Okay. Yeah. Right, so we've had no items, so they're all 3 in the back. This is the only one that's in logic at the moment. Yeah, so the rest of this is not in logic. It's possible that this is the fire rod. Not likely, but possible. It's possible. Oh, it's just our boots. How funny is that? How funny is that? We get boots. I don't normally do this, but with no safeties, I think it makes sense. I did get it. Okay. I think I heard the sound. Yeah, okay. That could have been a lot worse. And I'm glad I got the ferret because I lost 2 hearts of health. So definitely needed to do it. so this will be an item. Way to face down this time. Last couple times I've done this fight, I haven't faced down. So I've just kind of shot arrows off and thrown the whole thing off, but we got it there. Alright, so there was really nothing over here, but at least it's a crystal. We got it out of the way. And now we can do something else. It's a second bottle. I could have used the red goo instead of getting that fairy. It would have been a little quicker, but whatever. It's fine. What do we have for sunken treasure? The mirror. So that gets us into Hera. But I don't want to go there just yet. Oh, dummy. Also dummy. There's our pearl. There's our fire rod, which puts the boss of Eastern in logic. Holy mini Moldorm cave. Alright, well. That just put a ton of stuff in logic. I'm gonna check Ice Rod Cave, because I know if I don't, it's gonna be not worth it. Oh, if I don't, they'll have something there. Now that I'm checking it, it's gonna be like a single arrow or something. So, Skullwood's beatable, Thieves Town beatable, but not necessarily full clearable. Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess I needed it, so it's not the worst thing. But we gotta zoom over to the Dark World now. Map check. So I knew where the crystals were. I just needed to know the 5-6, and it's swamp and ice. All right. So I could have had tempered stupid early if I'd gone south instead of to eastern, but that's fine. Eastern, you can get away with just fighter sword in Eastern, to be quite honest. I was hoping it was going to drop red as I was coming down, but that's pretty close. Perfect. so this should be a relatively easy fight as long as Moth doesn't completely screw me over. Kind of like he's doing, to be quite honest. Alright, so there were hits that I didn't think I had gotten that I got. I thought I needed a couple more hits, but that's a second crystal, which is nice. Gonna go back in. We're still looking for one more item. With the mirror, we can just mirror out, which is nice. Fine. It's not the worst thing to find, I guess. I am probably gonna have to dip at least one pendant dungeon, though. Just the way these seeds kind of work. Plus, it gave me full access to 2 of them in like 15 minutes. You know what? Let's just do this. Whatever. I won't mess with the bomb jump. Is that close enough? No. And it's our second item, so the rest of the dungeon is full of crap. I mean, the items weren't really great either, but we cleared it out, we figured it out, we got there, and we're done. A quick check along North Dark World for some stuff. Then we can go back into Thieves. And Thieves will be our third crystal. Alright. Okay. You know what? Let's do this first. Rather than mirror. I think it'll be quicker just to dash down. Not that it mattered anyways, but it's off my radar. I feel less bad about leaving that 50 in Graveyard Ledge. Because the next 2 checks I had were 350 rupees. Just money everywhere. Mistimed that. Tea house, 10 arrows. So the village was kind of junk. 10 arrows and some money. Let's see what Thieves Town has for us. I want at least one progression item here. Alright, it's a big key guaranteed on the first 4. That's fine. You hit me twice? Really? Sure. Not that. Why did I cancel my dash? Third bottle. This is the type of seed where Hammer is in Hype Cave. It's a 2-item front. So it's still a 50-50 chance of needing that hammer for an item. As long as we don't see the small key, we're fine. As long as the small key is not in one of the next 2 chests, we are all good. I have to use that red potion sooner than I would like. Okay, still no small key, so that's good. I just need to avoid it next to blind. I don't care if it's the other dungeon item, as long as it's not the small key. If it's not the small key, blind is programmed to not have the small key, which means that we won't need to check the big chest, because the small key will be locked inside of the chest that is behind the small key door. So this check coming up, we do not want to see a small key. And we didn't, so that's good. That was our last item, just for what it's worth. So blind is going to drop. What haven't we seen? The map, I think? Whatever dungeon item we haven't seen, that's what he's going to drop. Lots of heart drops in this dungeon. So this is the only fight in the game, at least well, one of the only. That was the compass. Fine. But that's one of the few things in the game that if you do the same thing every time, you will get the same pattern. It is scripted. Alright, I am going to leave the smith, at least for now. I'm going to make my way over to Hype Cave. Still unsure as to whether or not I pick up a smith on my way. I might. I don't care about picking that up. I did. Alright, I am going to pick up the smith, and then it's a question of do we go to Oh, I guess we should probably go after Hype Cave, turn the smith in, and go over to Desert Mire area. We can full clear Desert. Not that I want to dive into a pendant dungeon, but there's just too many checks in that area to ignore it. Alright, K45 is nothing. Do I have the shovel? I do not. So I can't check that. Thank you for not dropping a bomb on me as I ran by. So I called Hammer and Hype Cave earlier. Cape, fine. Bombos, no hammer though. Alright, let's go drop the smith off at his house. And like I said, I think we go to Mire and to Desert. Hope that Samaria shows up along the way. So much money. So much money. But we can get 3, theoretically 5. Yeah, we can get in. We have ether. Yeah, there's 8 or 9 checks we can get. Two in Mire Shed, 1 here, 2 in each of the dungeons, potentially 2. We might not be. There might be an item on Vitreous. But I don't want to go into Mire just yet. Instead, we'll go into Desert. I wonder if an early Mire dip would be worth it, though. Can't clear it without Samaria. I mean, and the lamp, I guess, logically, but I could do it without the lamp if I had to. Wouldn't be pretty, necessarily, but it would get done. Yep. Kinda had a feeling that was gonna be the case. Big key leads to small key. This will actually make it so I can clear the whole thing left to right in one shot, which is kind of nice. Alright, that is our first item. Once we find the second, if we find the second one, I should say, we are out skis. If we find the second one, I don't think I'm going to clear, I don't think I'm going to beat the boss. Alright, I'm not even gonna... Let's go into Mire. Let's take a chance here. Things have been going too well. We need to mess it up somehow. I mean, we've got to do it anyways. But let's do it now, why not? Why? What? Oh my god, that sucks. I'm on 1 heart. How did that happen? It'd be a good thing we got all that money. You might need to buy potions. All that talk about a healthy seed. I haven't seen an extra heart container in a while. Six hearts, I can't be messing around. I mean, I have another potion, but I really don't want to use 2 potions in here. If I can help it anyways. Alright. So, that's cool, I guess. We won't need no dark rooms. So I don't think this will be the big key, but it might be the second item. But I think the odds are it's probably a dungeon item. Yeah. I do need to remember I need to check Agina when I leave here. And then I think it might be time to go up to Death Mountain. Right, there's our big key. Fine. So unless we have a vanilla Samaria, and I guess or a French vanilla Samaria could be in the small chest. Gotta be quick here and not bomb. Close enough. Alright, so unless this is Samaria right here, we're done. No, second item on Vidi. So, lamp is good, though. It's not the worst thing to get. Trying to think of where the best spot to mirror is. Because we could fake flipper into ice. We could try to kern jump, which I'm not great at, admittedly. Get to pod. There's no sense in beating desert until we know we need to, and we have to come back to Mire anyways. So it's mountain. I mean, the other option, I guess, is purple chest. Or Zora. I forgot about Zora. There's a heart container. I was just talking about how I hadn't seen any heart containers, and look what shows up. So we don't need those rupees. We don't need those rupees. Is it Hera? Are we gonna have to do the basement of Hera? The real possibility? No, not yet. There's a chance we don't have to. Which is nice. I would like not to. That's what I was trying to do. Alright, that's our first item. We don't hate half magic, but it's not progression. I would really like for the item to be up here and not have to do the basement. Of course. Run out of places to check, so I might as well do it. Alright. What do we need? Hookshot, ice rod, hammer, Samaria, flippers. Maybe Quake. Imagine progression on Terra Basement. Like I said, I could go into ice, but I really don't want to. I don't think that it's too far out of logic at this point. Okay, required. No, it doesn't help me right now, but required. Alright, so we are going to... do some flippers checks. Not gonna do Hobo just yet. The only other in-logic check is Purple Chest, if it's not the Zora item itself. These are not in logic. They're junk anyways. Alright, not bad. We can't get the ledge item. We can see it, but we can't get it unless the flippers are on Zora. Vanilla flippers. We don't care anyways. So if it's not here, it's on Purple Chest. It's on Purple Chest. Okay. That is a feels bad and a half. I wonder what it is. I mean, Hookshot or Hammer gets us over to the eastern side of Death Mountain. Flippers get us into Ice Palace. And one check in Swamp. Samaria lets us finish Meyer. What was the other thing we needed? I don't remember anymore. I said Flippers. I said Samaria. Hammer Hookshot. Oh, Ice Rod was the other thing, and we found it, so that's fine. So if it's Hookshot or Hammer, we need to go back up to Death Mountain. What did I miss? What did I miss? Oh, I know what it is. That's so dumb. It's logical. If you can current jump, you're gonna break this seed wide open because you have to logically do Aga Tower to get access to Pod and that side. And since I can't current jump, that's so stupid. I hate it. So, I didn't miss anything, but I am going to be so far behind on this. Because why would you expect, after you get Mitts and Pearl, why would you expect to need to do Aga 1? You wouldn't, right? But yeah, if you could current jump this, you will be in such good shape. Especially when Hammer is like on Pyramid Ledge. That would be just great. That might be faster than use a boomerang strats, honestly. Maybe not if you do boomerang strats correctly, but I feel like that was still pretty quick. Although I had a boomerang, I guess I could have used boomerang strats, but why bother? I forgot I got that boomerang. I don't even remember where I got it. Yeah, so this seed is definitely a reminder, well, not a reminder, but an inspiration for me to work on the kern jump. So if you can kern jump, you've already gotten whatever's over here. My gut's telling me hammer. My gut's telling me hammer is over here somewhere. Stop shooting the blue balls, please. This is the last hit, so it doesn't really matter. Just enough with the damn blue balls, please. You've got to be kidding me. Oh, the time you would save by kern jumping. Well, it's not on pyramid. I mean, I guess we go into pod, right? Just density-wise, it's the play. What are the odds at this point? What are the odds pod in 4 checks you can get? None of those 4 checks are progression, and the only progression is on catfish. Can't be great, right? But hammer opens up so much. I feel like that's going to be the answer. Hammer opens up all of Death Mountain, including potentially TR. Or bow locked out of pod. I felt so good about this seed until this. I was feeling good. I had 3 crystals pretty early. Kind of saved it. That's good. Okay. Gotta be a little careful in how we route this with no hammer. Actually, that's really the only spot. The rest of it's fine. Alright, so both of these are small keys, but I only need to get this one. because the other one's key for a key. If you could just go to the mirror, please, that'd be awesome. We'll come back. We'll come back. Yeah, alright. I knew Hammer was over here. I knew that'd be the progression. I knew it. I mean, now we might as well beat this dungeon, right? It's Green Pendant. There's 2 items. Oh, at least 2 items in the maze, probably. Yeah, we might as well beat it. I guess we're already here. Yeah, so logically, you're required to beat Aga to get access to Pod, because the hammer is sitting in Pod. So dumb. Yeah, like I said, if you can current jump, you can save yourself a couple of minutes not having to climb. Brutal. Now I just need to hope the Green Pendant turns into something and people skipped it. Otherwise, we're way behind. Not that I was gonna win. There was too many good runners. But there are too many good runners in this race for me to finish better than like halfway. Unless something happens where they mess up. Or I hit a god route, which obviously I haven't, so. At this point, I just need to hope that Green Pendant is something and enough people skip it that I can catch up. But given how deep Hammer is in Pod, I don't see that happening. Come on, just hit one more. There we go. Or there could be an item here, I guess. It kind of amounts to the same. Oh, okay. Okay. That might save me a little bit. Because that's Meyer beatable. That's potentially TR beatable. Alright, so we need to book it to Death Mountain after this. That's fine. That's fine. Samaria on Helma could potentially save me a little bit. I need beer first. So the question is, do I do overworld checks first, or do I do TR if it's not Quake? Well, Butter Sword. That might be worth getting before. Might be worth getting before doing TR. Alright, it's Ether. We can do it. We can clear it. But... So what do we need for Go mode? Is it just hookshot at this? Oh, flippers. Flippers hard required because of Swamp being a crystal. So I will wait on probably... Well, I can do Spiral Cave. Then I'll do all the overworld checks and then go into TR, I guess. I say, imagine that being hookshot. Seen it happen before. Actually, I want to say, maybe, I think in the Mystery Seed that I ran with Bagel this weekend, I think that might have been the case. There was something there that you needed to bonk to. I think it was hookshot. Yeah, so I can do this. I can finish up. What's it called? I can finish TR. If I really want to, I could do Spike Cave. Anybody who's watched me knows my feelings on Spike Cave. Book that actually puts a check mark in going over to do Spike Cave. I can check Ether Tablet at the same time. Hey, bottle percent. Exactly 1,000 rupees for exactly 2 seconds. Alright, so that was a bust overall. At this point, I want to find Hookshot first. I could have used that portal, but this portal's fine. But I would love to find Hookshot first. that'll limit where I can find flippers. But we're down to flippers and hook shot for that ever-elusive go mode. We clear the mountain, then we go over to... we could go clear Mire. Then we've got some overworld checks we can do. We're committed. We're gonna full clear here. I wonder what the times are gonna be for this. It's like I said, if you can kern jump, then you're gonna have a pretty solid time, I think. If you can't, it's really gonna depend on when you figure it out. It took me a long time to figure it out. In fact, I last locationed it, so it was what, 45 minutes, I think, when I finally figured it out. Not sure how I didn't get bunny beamed there, but didn't take it. Next game. Yeah, I think we clear the mountain out, and we've also orphaned catfish, which is a little worrying, but I'm probably not going to be alone in that. So not there. Well, I think we've only found the heart container in the dungeon itself, so there's still 4 more items. Yeah, I think the sea is going to be split in kind of 2 tiers. Those who can kern jump and those who can't, just time-wise. That kern jump is going to save an entire Aga tower climb. So what's that, 3-4 minutes? Then they get everything. They get the hammer faster. Like I said, the only thing that might save me is Samaria being on Pendant Helma. Although it's green pendant, so people are going to be a little more inclined to do it. Not going to mess with the skips. There's our key. Those items the rest of the way. TR has had nothing. And unless the book leads to something, all of East Side Death Mountain is done. Wasn't quick enough to get the hit on the head. Third hit. Okay, so Ether Tablet into Spike Cave, I think, is the play. I don't think Ped is open because I think you logically need Hookshot and Flippers for. Oh, you need them. You need them for both Ice and Swamp. So. Oh no! Wait, hold on. I'm looking at this backwards. I'm looking at this completely backwards. Pendant. No, I can beat Desert, and that's the only other pendant. So Ped is definitely in play. That's another thing I need to probably check at some point. Gross. Yeah. Yet again, Spike Cave showing why it's the worst. Honestly, I might as well beat Landmo while I'm here, right? I mean, I don't see why not. If Pet is something, then I'll already have the stuff. I do get to Cape Dash though, which is nice. It's one of my. Oh, I guess I can dash. Probably a little quicker than standing there slashing. Alright, I don't need to hit this first switch. So I can skip that. definitely quicker. Yeah, so unless this is one of the... Oh, Jesus, it's the flippers. Alright, so I can beat ice. Okay. I can beat ice. Let's go do ice. That opens up big bomb. Although, I think you're logically required to have hookshot to beat this dungeon. So I don't think red bomb is the answer. I mean, it could be in swamp itself, too. That's the other thing. Imagine that. Oh, I just realized something. I never checked the Lake Hylia Island. It could have been sitting there the whole time. That would be a feels bad. I've got to check it after this. Then I can check, what's it called? Hobo as well. So one item. I think hookshot can be in here. I just don't think it can be too deep in here. Although this is kind of deep. We're going backwards, kind of. That's our second item, though. It's not looking great. Gotten okay at that. There's probably a faster way you can dash through it, but that's been pretty consistent for me. Alright, let's see what we can do. This has to be the big key, right? It's not here, but... I do need to grab that small key. If I had hit the switch, I wouldn't have had to do that. Yeah, let me push it back. Thank you. Yeah, do we take a chance that it's in swamp after we check these two flippers checks? It'd help if you were ready for this. Yes, we gotta check what's on the island. If it's there, then we just go grab it, obviously. check Hobo. Then I think we check Swamp. Like I said, I don't think... Oh, Swamp's the other 5-6. The Big Bomb definitely not in play. Okay, that's good at least. I didn't mess that up. It'd be really funny if they were here. Pendant Pod holding the key. Because that would be Hammer and Samaria. Oh, yep. How about that? So, Hammer and Samaria. In Pendant Pod lead to flippers on Viddy, which lead to Go Mode Hookshot on Hobo, which I could have fake flippered and gotten. But the logic was such that you had to do it the way I did it. So I'm going to be way back on this one. No current jump, and I didn't fake flipper to Hobo. Which I probably should have done, to be quite honest. I was there. At least I can go mode this place. Right, this is... Yeah, this is the last crystal dungeon. We're gonna come in probably around like 140-ish. Somewhere thereabouts, I think. Honestly, I think I should skip this key. Let's skip this key. I don't know if that's any faster. Waiting for the Gain of the Silver's hint to be, oh, did you find the arrows in Swamp Palace? That I'm skipping? Essentially? Oh, I skipped the front. I guess I can check these. Hey, map and compass. How about that? The left side has something. At least I can do that. That's good. Alright, off to GT we go. Curious to see if anyone's finished. Yeah, already one, sorry. One forfeit, one finish. Yeah, if you can current jump and you get the hook shot early, this could be pretty quick. I could have done one of those things. But honestly, I didn't play it badly. The logic was just kind of out there on this one. But I feel like I'm not the only one that's gonna have trouble with that. I feel like there's at least some people that are doing this that don't know how to kern jump, I guess. But I still have a blue and a green potion. I just don't have silvers. But I'm not gonna go out of my way for silvers. I think getting the gold sword on the floating island was worth it, though. So we'll get in here at like 128. Just about. Alright, Big Key, where are you? Not here, that was Heart Central. The bad cane. Do I go full right side if I don't find it? Could. I definitely could. We're just gonna hope it's in here, though. Yeah, screw it. Let's go full right. This only makes sense. Well, this only pans out if it's behind Ice Armos. It's in Rando Room. I'm in trouble. I shouldn't have gone this way, but I guess it could be here too, right? I don't hate powder. That was relatively painless. Nah. Not worth. All right. I don't even know what number we're on, but I think there's only 6 more checks. So what's that? Oh, there it is. 1 key, that's enough to climb. We'll just have to get the key off of the mini Helma at the top. 12 arrows, also enough. Alright, so like I said, we should be in somewhere, hopefully at this point a little under 140, but right around 140. I don't think I ever checked the stun prize. About to find out what it is right here, though. Magic wouldn't be awful. It's hearts. That would have been... That's fine. Thought I was gonna get a heart to lose a heart there. Tell you what, that is about as good a gauntlet as I'm gonna have. No magic 2 cycle. That's not awful. That's not awful. You know what? We're gonna grab that. A little worried. I'm trying to not grab that full magic in the laser room coming up. I think maybe we can avoid it. Yeah, I got half. That's fine. Especially with half magic, we're good. Probably didn't even need to grab that, but better safe than sorry. Alright, so I need to... do that. I might as well, right? Just in case. And we might as well validate. It's wine. We're already come this far. Thanks, game. So where could silvers plausibly be? I mean, anywhere that I haven't checked, really. Where would the funniest place be? Head. Hey, a way to get 0 there. That's really good. Oh, I got the double there to help make up for it. We're out of sync here. Alright, that's 4, I think. fire. One more. Ah, nuts. Such a bad fight. Once you get off sync there, it's very tough. Well, I think it's tough. I'm sure there's people that disagree, but... Alright, so with a good fight, we can hopefully sub 140. Be close. We have a green potion, we have a blue potion, and we have a fairy. That's 7. Perfect. As long as we don't get too many teleports, we're in good shape. Alright, that was pretty good. In Light World, we'll have to figure that out in a minute. That's 2. We can't get him here. Damn it. Just off. I'm just off. At least I got that. That's fine. There we go. That was better. Now we can get the triple. Yes. Get another one? Can we get another one? Nice. Couple more hits, I think. Oh, one more. Alright. Oh, we're gonna be damn close to a 140. And we're in 139.52, and we finished 5th. Wow. 5th. All right. So Specs, first place with 120 flat. 120 flat. That's Kern jump to get over, which he probably figured out pretty quickly. Second place, Sawyer, 127.23. Third place, Mentor Tournament participant with me, Zaxarai, 132.14. Followed closely by Falcon at 133.13, and then me at 139.53 officially, 5th place. And like I said, I think we had one forfeit. So yeah, I mean, I'm not finishing top 2, definitely. I don't know if Kern jump saves me 7 minutes, 7.5 minutes to get me up near Zax. But I'm curious. We got who else? Who's in here that we can pop in? Dr. John, Emok, Drew Bragi, all Mentor Tournament participants with Zax and I. Couch Cash on Ped. Fun. Alright. Just pop in the stream. Alright, Dr. John quickly is just getting to the gauntlet. Where's Emok? What's he up to? Oh, he's in the Ganon fight. Okay. So, where are those arrows? They're in the light world, so it's Magic Bat, Shovel. What else am I looking at here? Bombo's Tablet, Head, or the Mushroom Spot if the mushroom ended up anywhere. $170 collection rate, we sub 140. That's not terrible. That's not terrible. At 5th place, I'm pleasantly surprised by that. Emok should be finishing shortly. Ah, how about that? He just finished. So 143.09 for Emok. He finishes 6th. Right. Yeah, I wonder where those silvers were. Because the shovel was in GT. And powder was in GT. So those two spots, the only spot we could have checked. Well, two spots. We could have checked Bombo's Tablet, and we could have checked Ped. Those are the only two spots we could have checked before climbing and before doing GT. But yeah, that'll do it for me, I think. You all have a good one. I might try to run some cross keys, get ready for Beer League. I'm also in the Pilot Spoiler tournament with Dr. John. So we might try to get some practice in for that at some point in the next week or so, but we'll see what happens. Hopefully everybody has a good night, has a good holiday. Be safe out there. Enjoy time however you like. Friends, family, by yourself, whatever. It's all good. And I will talk to y'all a little bit later. Have a good night.